As well as the standard fair use policy, these videos are protected under the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1787.
Moors are awake. We are taking our place on this planet.
Islam Moors.
My nationality is Moorish.
Let's call the city of Detroit versus, we already called the Javar Tyrone Grayson matter. Let's go back on the record with Javar Tyrone Grayson. Mr. Morgan, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Stephen Morgan on behalf of the city of Detroit.
Truth Science appearing on behalf of YouTube.
Okay. We have a situation here where Mr. All right. We have a situation here where Mr. Javar Tyrone Grayson has a jury trial set for tomorrow. And what I wanted to go over with the court, now this is Grayson Bay, let me get that correct. Mr. Grayson Bay, I did receive the documentations that you had. He has a table of contents here. He has a declaration of nationality, legal notice, declaration of nationality, name correction, proclamation, public and publication, judicial notice and proclamation to all elected United States Republic office and public servant of federal, state, city, and municipal governments, personnel, and corporate entities concerning the Constitution and all statutory and civil law codes of the land, know all men, etc., know all men be these present. Grayson Bay, one. See, let me strike that. I, Grayson Bay, being duly affirmed, standing squarely, declare and proclaim upon divine law, naturals law, universal law, Moorish birthrights, international law, and constitutional law, declare and say, I being previously identified by the Union States Society of North America USA under the colorable warship name Javar Tyrone Grayson, do hereby refute the fraud, semicolon. Make public and publish my corrected national name, declare and affirm my true proper person status, and reclaim my rightful social and cultural life of the state, semicolon. In accord with my ancestral Moorish nation of Northwest a maxims.
Excuse me, Your Honor, but it's pronounced a Mexim. Northwest a Mexim. Don't get it twisted.
North America dash acknowledging my birthrights, period. Having lawfully and legally obtained and proclaimed my nationality and birthright name and title, semicolon. I strike that in harmony with, in association with, and in accord with divine law, the customs and the laws, period, rules and usages of the Zodiac Constitution, semicolon, being aboriginal and indigenous and bound to the North American continent by heritage, by primogeniture, by birthright, by natural birth, semicolon, by freehold, and by inheritance, period. Declare for the public record, I am returning to the European cognomen and fictitious misnomer back to the colonial processors of its pedigree, period. I am not rightfully declaring, publishing, and proclaiming my own free national name, affirming my actual, rightful, and civil in full life status, conjoined to my ancestors, Moorish American consanguine pedigree and national honor, semicolon. Let it be declared, known, published, and resolved that I am Grayson Bay in proper persona sui juris.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I hate to keep interrupting you, but it's pronounced propria persona sui juris. Do not mess up the Moorish speech. This is very important that this man gets his nationality proclamation statement on the record.
Being in my own proper person, by birthright, semicolon, I am Moorish. I'm not going to continue to read the rest of that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Well said, though. Thank you.
I just don't have a clue of what's going on with this.
Just a declaration of my nationality, Your Honor. Thank you, though. Well said, though.
First and foremost, I can't believe that this Moorish sovereign citizen actually sent that ridiculous statement to court. And I also can't believe that the judge actually sat there and read that garbage. It meant absolutely nothing. And it's crazy how you can see the smile on that Moorish American's face. He is proud of that proclamation statement. These people are so lost, it's not even funny.
Okay, so in how, what am I supposed to take of this? You know, are you saying you're not American?
I'm Moorish American from the
Okay.
land of Exuma, Turtle Island. The issue is the corporation of United States, and that's the issue. And I'm under a natural law as Grayson Bay. I'm in natural form now as a man. And yeah, I mean, you said it excellent. You pronounce things perfectly. Yeah, but that's my nationality.
All right, so let's get to this.
Once again, I did proclaim that the court didn't have jurisdiction over me. That's where we were at.
All right,
over jurisdiction.
And I had you sit in on this, Mr. Let's say, let me stop for a matter, stop the record. Ms. Tucker, are you ready on Mr. Greer or not? You're not.
No, Your Honor, I need to speak whenever Prosecutor Morgan gets a chance, if he can come in the breakout room.
With Mr. Greer and you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Morgan.
Judge, I'll meet him in the breakout room. For this matter, you know, Miss Snyder I guess she's assigned and she's going to be handling this matter. You said it's set for jury trial tomorrow.
Yeah, what I wanted to do was this, because I mean, I'm prepared to rule on some of this without even a jury trial. The only matter that I was really is the false name issue, which is what probably I'll let a jury decide on that, because this other stuff, that's why I had you on. It was an opportunity. These were things that were filed, that he had filed And I don't know if you've read them or had a response, or I know you probably haven't, but your office. It says, notice to all law enforcement, nationals or citizens are not required to show identification to a police officer. So what I'm going to do, he cited a Supreme Court case, Collender versus Lawson, 461 U.S. 352, 1983. And it says, in which the United States Supreme Court ruled that a police officer could not arrest a citizen merely for refusing to present identification. Now, I'm not even going, did you get arrested, Mr. Grayson Bay?
I was obtained.
So if there's no arrest, then how is this even pertinent here?
And under my jurisdiction, that's an arrest.
Well, we're not under your jurisdiction.
Once he touched my vehicle, it was a violation.
Well, listen, I don't recognize your jurisdiction in this court. I recognize the state of Michigan ordinances and laws and the Michigan court rules.
Exactly. Nobody recognized their jurisdiction. They have no jurisdiction. I'm so glad that this judge is putting this man in place, because it's about time.
So I'm going to conclude that this based on this document that you've given me, this would be your lead case. That I'm not going to consider that necessarily an arrest. You weren't taken into custody, were you?
Yeah, he touched me.
I know. Okay, that's yeah. I don't have anything. If that's your authority that I just read as far as your Moorish nation, I don't understand that.
On your honor, also I'm not asking for a jury trial. I'm asking for you to make this decision. I'm
right,
for you.
But I told you that I'm not going to waive your jury trial rights. You're going to let
I don't want a jury trial. I want you.
I
trust you.
It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I trust you. I think you can make a firm decision and what's going on here. I'm pretty sure you see.
I want to make a decision right now on this stuff right now, on most of it. All I told you I'm going to do is the failure to ID.
Oh, shoot. I don't want this to hang up now.
The failure, false info and ID. I'm not going to make a decision on that. I'm going to let a jury make the decision on that.
I'm not really getting an understanding. I mean, I don't think you can even find 12 Moorish people to even judge me or my peers. I mean, I'm not even going to consent to that. So I don't understand.
Well, how are you going to let me? Why do you want me to do it? I'm not Moorish.
Excuse me, Your Honor. How dare you admit that you're not Moorish? You don't even know what you just did. You just denationalized yourself. What in the doohickey is wrong with you?
Well, then you need to file a motion to dismiss this case.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Okay.
You got to file those motions on your own.
I'm telling you verbally right now. I'm filing a motion to dismiss this case.
Okay, I'm going to dismiss. I'm not going to grant the motion.
Take it to the next level.
Motion
I'm not paying. That's just it. I'm Moorish American, man. I'm Moorish American. Okay?
I'm not going to go back.
That's my birthright.
Listen, I understand that. Listen, right. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm not disputing.
Right. I don't even think the prosecutor even wanted to attempt to even battle this. And it's not even against you, Judge. I understand your situation. You wants to be the ref. You can be the referee in this, but I don't think the prosecutor even want to go through this.
All right.
Motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
I'm not gonna grant it.
Okay. Well, do what you do,
Mr. Morgan, go ahead and speak with Ms. Tucker and Mr. Greer. All right.
All right, thank you. Ms. Tucker, can you go back to the breakout room? Just tap your prompt. Tap your prompt, please.
Your Honor, I need you to accuse yourself of this case.
Yeah,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
no, I'm going to continue on. So that's the case he
I'm
cited.
probably motion for you to accuse yourself.
I'm going to deny it.
Okay. Well,
You can put it in writing. I'll deny it. So let's continue on with this notice to all law enforcement that the Supreme Court case was cited, and I haven't read that case yet, but I'll look it up. There is no such thing as failure to identify. You can sue the police for an illegal arrest and resist arrest with impunity. Okay, so he cited some cases here, State versus Robinson. That's looks like a Maryland case. State versus Mobley in those North Carolina case. State versus Adams versus State Georgia case. And I guess you're saying on those cases that the person did not have to you can sue the police, that they sued the police and successfully sued the police for their a wrongful arrest and resistant arrest.
Your
Personal,
Honor, excuse me. I also have Thompson versus Smith, the right to travel.
well, that's on the next. I'm going under the failure to identify heading there.
Oh, okay.
That's under the next heading. So the next heading is personal liberty, the right or power of locomotion, of changing one's situation, or moving one's person to whatsoever place one's own inclination may direct without imprisonment or restraint, unless by due course of law. Unless by due course of law. Now I don't know where you got this if this is a law. You didn't cite anything from that.
It goes on into Thompson versus Smith, the right of a citizen to travel.
Okay, the right of a citizen to travel upon a public highways and to transport one's property thereon, either by carriage or automobile, is not a mere privilege with a city, which a city may prohibit or permit at will, but a common right which she has under the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
And again,
I believe I've
there's
read
Murlock versus.
Hold on, wait a minute, wait. Let's deal with this one right quick. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, what are you saying? What do you believe this case says?
Are you referring to me, Your Honor?
Yes.
It says what it says. I'm just waiting on your decision. I'm here to defend my birthright and my nationality. When you say that 5-pointed star on the street, leave me alone. That's my nationality. That's all I ask for. We should be questioning the officer for even bringing me to you. They got to have respect for that nationality, and that's all I'm here to prove. My nationality and my birthright. All that other color stuff and colorism calling me black, I'm not permitting that. I'm sorry. You're not going to pull me over because I'm driving around black. That is real. DWB is real. But when you turn around and have a nationality, that's where it stops. He probably shouldn't have brought me to you, and that's the issue. We should be holding him accountable for his actions, not you or the prosecutor. I'm pretty sure the prosecutor don't even want to battle this. But I'm going to stand on my birthright and my nationality. That's my right. That's my common law. I'm very passionate about it, Your Honor, as you can see. So if I seem a little upset or if I get a little, mischief at you, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But my birthright will stand. I don't want to be a United States citizen no more. I'm not subject to United States no more. I'm tired of paying taxes. I can't even afford the insurance. My birthright is all I'm standing on. That's all I have, Your Honor. All due respect. I'm Moorish American. I'm indigenous to this land. Nobody dragged me from Africa. This is my land. And you're going to respect me when you see that flag. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir, But what in the doohickey are you talking about? You said a whole bunch of nothing. But the truth did come out. You're tired of paying taxes. You can't afford to pay insurance. So this is why you magically now found your nationality. You think nationality is going to get you out of responsibility. Sir, you are a freaking joke. Please with this nonsense.
Okay. Let's go back to what you filed here. Thomas versus Smith, 154 Southeast 579. I think you need to read that in its entirety, because this is one of the cases that I've seen before that has been filed, and it appears to the court that it's saying exactly the opposite of what you believe it's saying. It is saying that the city can revoke your license. You don't have the authority to operate a vehicle on the city streets.
You want to battle the dead entity. That's what it is. You want to charge me on this dead entity side, and I can't.
No, I don't know what you mean by charging on the dead. I'm going by. Wait a minute. Here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna talk. You're gonna listen. I'll let you talk.
Yep.
I'll let you talk. I'll listen.
Let's get it. You're right.
You filed this.
That's right.
You cited this case law. Okay, so you're saying, and I'm giving you the benefit of going over this stuff.
Thank you.
This is another case that I'm gonna that you cited, that I am going to tell you that it's actually Shuttlesworth versus Birmingham. This is the court actually takes offense to you filing this.
It's a court case.
I do.
It's a court case. How will you be offensive?
I'm taking offense to you filing this and using this in your filing as a reason for you not to have a driver's license. And I don't know if you've read this case or not. It doesn't seem and appear that you've read any of these cases thoroughly, because I've gone through each one of these cases at different times, and if each of them say exactly the opposite of what you appear that it says. And the Shuttlesworth case goes back to a time in history where we're still dealing with, where Reverend Shuttlesworth was a reverend in Birmingham, Alabama. And you're citing this case to saying that Shuttlesworth was saying that he can drive without a valid driver's license.
Definitely travel.
That analogy to this case, and it's saying nothing of that sort. And I wish you would take time and read to what this case is saying, because I don't even think you, as a Moorish American, would I think you would retract this case law right here from what you've filed.
You can tell that the judge is utterly disgusted with this whole sovereign citizen movement, and currently he is disgusted with this Moorish man citing all of these cases that he has no clue of what they even mean. These people are making complete fool of themselves. When are they going to recognize that this sovereign citizen nonsense isn't the way? This is embarrassing. You are embarrassing yourself, sir.
You're using the people in the civil rights era who are trying to fight for their rights to march or down a public street. That's what this case was about. He's taken his congregation down a public street. He walked them on the sidewalk. He did not interfere with any traffic, and he crossed the street not against the lights or anything, and they still arrested Mr. Shuttlesworth for not having a license to congregate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
But
you're right.
and you're saying that he needs to have a license. That is analogous to you not having a license to drive.
If he want to proclaim he's black, he needed a license.
All right, I'm done with this. I've spent enough time on this, and as what I'm going to do is I'm going to rule on the cases ahead of trial for the refusal to exhibit driver's license. I'm going to find you guilty of that. For the refusal of for having no insurance and no proof, I'm going to find you responsible. I'm going to find you responsible for an expired plate. We'll go to trial on the seatbelt, on a formal hearing on the seatbelt issue tomorrow, and the false ID tomorrow. All right, that's going to be the ruling of the court. If there's nothing further, Mr.
Yeah, there is, Your Honor. Can you send that information in writing? You have the address.
It's going to be on the ROA, and you can get a transcript made up by the court. All right.
Okay.
What time you gotta be?
What time is court tomorrow?
It's going to be come on at 8:30.
Okay, you're going to do this again? Because no jury trial.
It's going to be a jury trial. All right.
I want a jury trial.
But you don't make the rules.
But tomorrow, I'm
this is my
going to put a
courtroom.
request in.
Jury trial tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Very well.
Your Honor, this is the prosecutor. I just want to find out what counts I need to communicate to my office that they're going to be a trial on.
We're going to be on SP 146-39002. We're going to be on a formal hearing on that. SP 146-39001 is going to be dismissed. I mean, strike that. Is going to be responsible. SP 146-39003 is going to be responsible. SP 146-40991 is going to be guilty, and that's based on the filings that he's filed. And then SP 146-43761 will be trial. Formal hearing, trial. Tomorrow, December the 5th, 2023. Be here at 8:30. We'll get ready. All right? Have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This Moorish sovereign citizen made a complete fool of himself. I wonder how he's going to do at his next court hearing.